Hi guys, I've just come back to play 7 Days to Die after taking a very long break. Haven't played since Alpha 16 before I started uh, this new game. So it's Navezgane map we're on, and this is my Horde base. So I'm just going to give you a wee quick tour of the Horde base, and then we'll see how it gets on against the 77 day Horde. Okay, so this is the main, what I call the killing platform. It's all made out of reinforced concrete. Inside, very sparse. All we've got is 3 generators which are powering all our electric traps. My crafting base I keep elsewhere with my forge and chemistry station, workbench, etc. I would always advise players to keep 2 separate bases, as it were. You want a horde base and you want a crafting base, for the simple reason that it doesn't matter how good your base is, there's always the possibility things can go wrong, it'll get wrecked, you'll get killed, and if you do have all your stuff there, forge, etc., that will probably also get destroyed along with any chests and resources and stuff. So it's just no worth the risk, guys. So better to build the 2 bases, I've always found, and Alpha 17 hasn't really changed my mind about that. But to get back to the main base here, so this is what I call the killing platform, and this was the original base that I was using. However, recently watching a few YouTubers and they were showing how to build this here, what they call the killing corridor, and what I've done is just simply added that onto my existing base here to give me an extra option. If it works as intended, then the zombies are going to see this as a valid path to me and coming along, running along this corridor, where obviously I'm going to have excellent shots on them. And the reason this works is because of these blocks here. These are 1/8 reinforced concrete blocks, and by using the advanced rotation options, you can get these basically to float unsupported in midair, and again they will fool the zombies into thinking that it's a solid pathway, and they'll hopefully come running along this corridor. The corridor is extremely lethal, and we'll actually just go and have a wee look at that and the outside of the base. Before we do that, I'll just point out again, I've constructed these iron bar balconies, and the purpose of that is really to cut down the angles that I can be hit by vulture vomit, cop vomit. You know, if I crouch down here like that, for instance, all that's shown above the balcony would be my head and shoulders, which is a very small target. But the reason I've left it open, and again some players might choose not to do that, but if you don't, you will lose the option to use things like Molotovs, which I love, pipe bombs, rocket launchers. You'll be restricted to basically arrows and bullets, you know, and I don't like to restrict myself that, because I do like to use the Molotovs, especially on Horde Night. So this is the main door to the platform, and if we come out here, the way I get in before Horde Night is quite similar. You got this ramp, you jump on here. Once you come in, you remove these frames and lock the door, and the zombies won't see that as a valid path up to you, so they'll just pretty much ignore that. Now if we come to the outside of the base here, As I said, the main idea is hopefully to get the zombies to track round here and come running up that corridor and get massacred. However, I don't believe in taking unnecessary chances. There is always the possibility that they will start to beat on this main platform, and if they take away enough of the foundation blocks, it will collapse and you'll probably die. Just to bolster the defences and hopefully reduce the chance of that happening, what I've done is got an electric fence that runs all the way around, and these pressure plates here is attached to the dart traps. So when the zombies come running along here, they're going to get electrocuted, which freezes them in place for a few seconds. They will activate the trigger plate and get pelted by the darts, yeah, which should hopefully kill them. If it doesn't kill them, there's 3 layers of iron spikes they've got to get through before they can actually start to beat on the blocks of my tower, my platform here. So all in, I've got 16 of these traps, 4 in each wall. And let's put my light on here. The reason I don't have every block covered is quite simply because I didn't have enough materials or power, as a matter of fact, for the generators to power any more of these traps. However, if you do, then there's certainly no reason why you can't have every single block here with a dart trap on it, which would be totally awesome, obviously. So and again, just a wee tip here: when you're using electric fences, they do only have 200 hit points, extremely weak. You should protect them with these concrete plates, or you know, whatever material you've got that's the strongest. I do find that the zombies tend to pretty much ignore them and just basically, you know, come around them and get caught up in the electric fences. I've not yet seen them beating down one of these, although it is always possible. However, if the electric fences do get knocked out, then you obviously still have the pressure plates and the dart traps working for you. And again, you've always got the option to come out onto the balcony and shoot down onto any zombies that are attacking the walls here. So just to come along to the killing corridor and quickly explain how that all works. So when you look, the zombie pathfinding is going to tell them this is the best way to get to me. I'll just quickly point out that one of the weaknesses of this design is that sometimes zombies can get caught up when they're trying to come onto the stairs, sort of here, get caught up on the stairs, and they'll begin to beat in the stairs. Now, by putting these ramps, these are reinforced concrete ramps along either side, I'm hoping to avoid that, because as you can see, it allows them just to basically glide smoothly onto the stairs, even if they're coming at a bit of an angle there, to glide onto the stairs and make their way up, no problem. When they do get up here, then it's a 2 wide corridor with walls on either side. The bottom block of the walls has got barbed wire laid along it, and just above that, concrete poles. So when they come along here, what you notice is they get slowed right down. So even at a sprint, you know, they're still very slow. That gives me plenty of time to shoot at them for the balcony across there. And when they come to the end of it, I need to be careful here. If they still survive, they're going to fall off onto that electric fence below, and they'll also trigger the plates there, so they'll begin electrocuted and pelted by the darts from those 2 traps. If they manage to survive that, then hopefully they're just going to get out of the pit there and track back around and rinse and repeat until they die. So that is the plan, and it's getting near horde time, so I need to get out of here. But anyway, as I said, this wall is just really an add-on in my existing. My existing base was just a platform with the defences it's got now, which had proved very effective. But what I was finding was that the traps were getting most of the kills, and I wasn't really getting a lot of XP, and I do like to get a lot of XP on Horde Night if possible. So hopefully this corridor is going to allow me to kill a lot of zombies and get a ton of XP for it. So it's probably about time we got in here. As I said, you just come in, you remove these blocks, and the zombies won't see that as a valid path. So it's just a question of waiting now and seeing where they come from. Preferred weapon here is the pistol, just simply because it's the best weapon I've got. Level 5, and it's got a lot of mods in it. So here they come. I do have the shotgun just in case maybe spider zombies or anything do manage to go up onto this platform, and I can take them out with the shotgun. Obviously hits better at close range. So here they come, they're coming for that general direction. Right, so here we go. See, they're beating in this block. You see any of them beating in these blocks, you take them out. And you know, I've actually forgot to turn on my generators, which was very silly. The spider zombie. Couldn't get up here. Yeah. So you see the electric fences doing their work, and it seems to be working a treat. It looks like almost all the zombies are being funneled into this corridor. So we'll try a Molotov, and again this is why I do leave the gap. Whoopsie daisy. So just see how effective the electric fences and the darts are. Yep, working as intended. Seem to have gathered down there for some reason. Repair my gun. He's a tough zombie. Yep, here he comes. Go on. Yep, I think that's still heard somebody. So I'm going to go and have a quick look and see if they've dropped me any nice loot. I can definitely still hear one. I've got to be careful here because all my traps are still active. Let's see this guy. And I have to say, Fun pimps, if you're happen to watch this at any time, you really need to drastically increase the loot that's being dropped to a horde that size. Oh, there she is. Hope she hasn't done a lot of damage to that. But yeah, that seemed to work pretty much as intended. I had 911 zombie kills, and I've got 961 zombie kills, so that's 50. That's fine. So 50 kills. I managed to level up at least once there, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. Base, very minor damage. Let's get a range. A quick look. So yeah, so the only thing that's really damaged was the spikes, which you would expect, and they're very cheap and easy to replace. So, oh, I need to get some of that. But as you see, the posts can still take some minor damage, but they generally won't be taken out. So you would just come back here with your I think it's forged iron, mechanical electrical parts, and fix them up after the battle. And we might as well collect this nice doggy stuff. Oh, we're at it. Leather's always good. But yeah, I mean, the amount of loot that was dropped here, given the size of the horde, is absolutely ridiculous. It needs to be seriously buffed. Seriously buffed. You know, I don't have any objection to, you know, nerfing it from what it was, for where like every zombie would drop you some loot. Okay, that was maybe a bit much, but to nerf it that much, it's been over nerfed, guys. So hopefully they will do something about that in the future. But it's still nice to get all those kills and all that XP. A lot more XP than I was getting when I was just using the platform itself. So I definitely do recommend this type of base. Now, if you do want to add one of these killing walls, I've linked a video below explaining exactly how to build one of these killing corridors here, which again you've seen, it was very, very effective. Highly recommended. And again, you don't even need to start a new base from scratch. You know, you can just, as I've done here, just modify it and add it on to your existing base, and it should definitely get you a lot more kills. So everything worked as intended there, apart from me forgetting to switch on the electricity right at the start of the horde night. Schoolboy error. But even at that, it didn't really seem to have much in effect. So again, just looking, you know, need to watch I don't set that off, but nothing's really touched. You know, nothing's been seriously damaged there. I can see that. So, you know, the total cost of repair's gone. They've been replacing these spikes, and again, you know, cost what? Four forged iron per spike, so nothing really, as long as you do have the perk to get the forged iron. And basically, that's about it, guys. There's no really a lot else to say. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I do have to say, anybody else like me that's a returning player, maybe think they're coming back, whatever, Alpha 17 is absolutely excellent. I've really enjoyed playing in this Navigain map. There's a lot of new vehicles in it. There's not only is there the mini bike, there's motorbikes, there's a truck, there's even a gyrocopter. I think you have to be really, really high level to unlock that. And I know a lot of new, different POIs to explore, which are extremely challenging now. And new items and mods for your weapons. Yeah, I meant to mention that. So for instance, my pistol here, I click modify, and again you can pick these up as schematics. So if you go and raid a Crack-A-Book store, you will now find schematics to get you these type of mods, which you can then craft on your workbench. So this, what I had in my pistol here to help to make it much more effective, was I had a full auto, a rad remover, which was why it was so effective at killing the radiated. When you get hit with this, it temporarily disables the regeneration ability of radiated zombies. So it basically reduces them to a normal zombie but with a bigger health pool, which again you can pretty much chew through with any sort of weapon. I get the extended magazine, just to stop me from reloading so much, and a 2x scope, just to try and get in as many headshots as I could, because I've invested quite a lot of points into the skills that gives you that. We'll just have a quick look at that. So obviously the skills and perks is all changed, and I do like the way that they've done it now. I think it's fairer than what it was, than just the kind of a spam crafting system that they had before to get things leveled up. You know, it could be extremely tedious and boring at times. What happens now is, when you level up, again you'll get your points and you can invest them into various of these different skills here. But what I've done is I chose to invest in the boom headshot. So I've got that to the 3rd level there, which was why my headshots were so very effective. So I've got a 60% extra damage on a headshot and a 5% chance to explode the head. So I found that to be very effective. Again, just experimenting, but I would, if you're going to be using excuse me, a lot of ranged weapons, then that is a very nice perk to have. So I'm pretty much going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any suggestions or how to improve the base, any changes, whatever, then please leave it in the comments. I'd be very happy to read them and get your feedback. And as I said, I'll also link a video which will explain exactly how you build one of these killing corridors, which is, I think as you've seen there, a very valuable addition to any base. Okie doke, so thanks for watching. See you later, guys.